Hey there everybody, I'm David Hunt, owner of GameMasters Guild, and today I'm going to take a look at a brand new set of miniatures from Wizards of the Coast for their Dungeons & Dragons line. And you waited long enough for the book, now you get the miniatures for Mordenkainen's Monsters of the Multiverse. Now let's crack this bad boy open and see what we got. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at Mordenkainen's Monsters of the Multiverse, which really is kind of a greatest hits of monsters from various monster manuals throughout the ages. So before we get started, as usual, I'm going to have a small picture-in-picture right here in the upper left-hand corner of your screen so you can see me actually cracking the minis as I talk to you about them. Okay, so let me go ahead and get started without further ado. The first thing, we got some Cranium Rats. Yeah, these are pretty cool. Nice little set of 3 Cranium Rats. You see the little brains exposed. Pretty gross, pretty cool. Awesome. Whoops. Okay, then we have my first pair of duplicates. And this is just a goblin, but she's a female goblin, and she looks ready to party. She's got a sword and a spear, and she's ready to go for any battle. And she's going to do it while being very stylish as well. Achateen. Now, we've seen the Achateen miniature before. Very similar pose, but still really cool. I like them. Yet different enough to separate him from maybe an older one that you may have in your collection. A Vart. Strange little repugnant looking little creature. Yeah, have not seen one of him before as a miniature. Really nice. This next one is a... What do we got here? We got a Wretched Sorrow Sworn. Oh, I forgot about the Sorrow Sworn. There's a number of them in here. He's pretty crazy looking. He almost reminds me of Tremors 2 when they have the Shriekers. Yeah, but he's got a lot of teeth. That's awesome looking. Cool. Oh, this is my second miniature of the set, and man, I got a lot of these guys. There's some more Durgar, and I actually ended up with not just one, not just two, but I ended up with 3 of the same Durgar. Man, a lot of duplicates this time. Wow. But, you know, Durgar, it seems like we're getting more and more of them, which is nice, because in the past it didn't seem like there were very many. Now there's quite a bit of variety, and I'm glad that they added a few more to the mix. Here we got a Rudder Kin, and this is something I didn't think I'd see as a mini. How wonderfully grotesque this thing is, and this would be right at home in any weird supernatural or modern horror game you might have. Or, I mean, what a great thing to have as a fantasy horror monster. I mean, it is legitimately a fantasy horror monster, but how grotesque is that, man? Ugh. Alright, let's move on to the Changelings, I think we got here. Oh, Changelings. Look at that. That's cool. Yeah. I think they only painted one of the eyes. Yep, only got one of the eyes. And if you ever want to run that Gilligan's Island campaign, we have a Dolphin. Flipper specifically. No, not really. This is a Dolphin Delighter. Cool. Alright, that's kind of neat. Very different. Very, very different. And again, I love how they use all these translucent pieces now to give these miniatures that swim or fly more support instead of just a peg, okay, because those pegs were unreliable and they broke all the time, and it's just nice to see a mini on this kind of translucent material. Plus, it really adds to the ambiance, I think, just overall aesthetic, I should say, not ambiance, but the overall aesthetic of the miniature. Get me back in focus there. Okay. What do we got here? Let me get a little camera focus there. All right, who we got? We have a Dibbuk. Oh, these are cool. Yeah, I like the Dibbuk. A lot of interesting lore about the Dibbuk. Should do some reading outside of the game. There is a lot of interesting lore, and other games use the Dibbuk as well. Really, really cool. It's kind of he basically possesses, the Dibbuk possesses dead bodies and inhabits them. So it's not just a zombie, it's something much, much worse. I think this is another, a Durgar Warrior. Yeah. Is he a warrior? Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. Durgar Zarwarn. Well, that's interesting. I'm not familiar with him. What a cool looking pose. What a cool looking guy. Very, very unique. Oh, here's a cool one. This is the Deep Scion. Oh, that's cool. What a cool piece. And his mouth just opens up all the way, almost like in Stranger Things, or almost like the Predator, or again, almost like really even like Tremors. I keep wanting to reference that. I mean, look at this guy. He's got all these tendrils and stuff. Mouths. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, what a neat guy. Okay, what else we got here that's really cool? Ooh, nice. Oh, a changeling. Oh, I forgot about changelings. Yeah, he's super cool. But you know, the way this miniature looks, he could easily be a drow if you wanted him to. Ah, he's pretty cool. He's throwing off a really cool vibe. Really goth. I like it. We have another Durgar here. We got a Durgar Soul Blade. Oh, that's cool. I like it. Again, I love the use of these translucent plastics. Really good. It's just the way they use them. It's not anything new, but it's just the way they use them to really accent the miniatures, and it's really cool for me. Let's see. Drow House Captain. Ooh, I didn't realize that's what he was. At first I thought he was a Genasi. That's cool. Right on. Dig it. Ooh, here we go. Here we got another Sorrow Sworn. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, distended jaw. That's really freaky. Yeah, I like him. Let's see. He is a... Yep, Hungry Sorrow Sworn. And I know there's differences between them all, but I'm not 100% sure what all the differences are between the different Sorrow Sworn. I think it may be methods of creation. Oh, and here I've got another duplicate. This is a Oinoloth, or the Loft Family. And I got two of these guys. Kind of cool. You could almost use them as like an elder satyr if you had to, but I got two of them. And it's not the fact that I got them at all, it's just that I got another set of duplicates. I'm really surprised with how many duplicates I got this time around. Here we got these guys. Ooh, hang on, start with one first. This is the black Abishai, and then I got a green Abishai. And these guys are both pretty wicked looking. Really nice. I'm glad I got two different ones. Boy, you can really tell, you know, the origins of them. You know, definitely related to the green dragon, definitely related to the black dragon. Super cool. At least it just sure looks like it to me. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, these guys are cool. And in an old HeroClix game called Mage Knight, they actually had these similar miniatures. They looked very, very much like these guys. So if you have that old Mage Knight game running around, you should definitely check it out. Okay, next up is yet another duplicate. And I got, what is this guy? Oh, an Azimir. I got two Azimirs. I couldn't get two different ones, but I got two of the same. And I'm not saying there's another one to get, but it's just yet another duplicate. Don't mind having an Azimir, but man, I just don't want a duplicate. Some duplicates are okay, but so far the duplicates I've got, it's alright. Now, this next guy coming up, I'm very excited because he is a fire newt warrior, and I really dig it. But what's really cool is he's my last medium creature before I go into the large creatures. And here is the mount for the fire warriors. What's cool is his back comes off, and you can take and you can put this extra piece that's included right on his back, and then you can disassemble your Newt Fire Warrior, and you can put him on his mount, and so now there he is. And it's just like right out of the Monster Manual. Super cool. And I really, really wish that they would put out some kind of, I don't know, it looks like it'd be so easy to do more of these kind of characters where they come apart, where you can put them on a mount. You could almost put like a generic horse set out, I suppose, where you've got 4 or 5 horses, and maybe you've got a couple different leg styles that kind of generic, kind of blend into other characters, and then you can make a series of characters where you can just take the tops off and then just put them onto the mounts. I mean, I don't know, I just think it'd be really cool, but I love characters who you can actually put on the mounts. This is really super cool. And whenever you're done, you just take them apart, put him back on, and now he's just a regular old creature. Pretty cool. And I like it that they didn't bother with all the reins and stuff like that. Cool. Pretty neat. And we just put him right back together. This is by far one of the neatest pieces. And here coming up, we're going to get to some really good pieces, but he's one of my favorites already. All right, let's move on. So now we've got the Shushuva. Oh, he's cool looking. Oh, yeah, look at that. Pretty nice. A lot of detail. Tail. He's kind of in that pose. He's circling around you, getting ready to strike. Here we have a Tinkali. And this is, we've seen another Tinkali before. I don't think they used the same model, the same sculpt. I don't think so. But it's very similar. Of course, the Tinkali, there's not too much variance in them. But pretty cool, Coming up here, we've got a, what is this? This is a Howler. Look at that. Ah, it's gross. His chin is like, he's got this big flexible pouch or skin or something. So it's like a giant bullfrog thing. Oh, look how disgusting that is. Oh, that is gross. He's pretty cool looking though. Really neat. Whoa. Now I've got a friend of mine who's gonna like this next miniature. Oh, wait. I can't show it yet because the large creatures, I got this. It's just a chase piece. It's just a cool outhouse until your adventurers try to use it. It's a mimic. That's right. And they've done a unpainted version of this that you can get. But I gotta tell you, oh, I like the pre-painted stuff so much. Oh, look at how gloriously disgusting and awful that is. Oh, that's great. And the door works. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my gosh. Suddenly DMs everywhere cried in happiness when they decided that they could actually put an outhouse in their game, and it was actually for a practical reason. That's just not fair. Yeah, that's great. Look at that. It's even worse with just kind of peeking out like, oh, that's creepy. Glorious. Okay, so let's get to my last 2 creatures, or actually 3 creatures. I got 3 creatures left. This one is, this is pretty cool. This is the Quetzalcoatlus. Look at that big old terror bird, basically. He is so neat. And I think you'll find him in maybe Tomb of Annihilation. But definitely add him to all your dinosaurs. He's super cool. If you're running like a caveman game like some of me and my buddies do, that'd be cool to have him in there. Quetzalcoatlus, that's cool. Another friend of mine who's also a DM, he likes this guy. This is the Catalypse, I think. Catalypse. I cannot say this name to save my life. But look at this thing. It's got a big mace-like tail. It's kind of camel-esque. What a crazy-looking creature. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, their stats are actually pretty decent. You definitely don't want to mess with these things. This is cool. Okay, so the last thing I've got, which is actually pretty neat, it was the heaviest one, and this is a female Stetter. Look at this thing. Oh, it's just creepy, just kind of holding it. But he's got that guy riding it. Ah, it's so cool. He's got all the stuff strapped to it, all these crates and bags and everything. Ah, that's so cool. Now, the only thing is this is definitely missing something right here. And I double checked the box. I was really careful. Nothing fell out. Nothing got wrapped up in the bubble wrap. In one picture I could find online, it was kind of sitting like this, and you could see these little stick projections coming right out here, and it's not the legs because there's just no way they could reach back far enough. But there's some stick projections right here, so I think there's a bundle of sticks that actually plug into here that I'm missing, and they probably go from here to right about here. But it's really not terrible. It doesn't really mess anything up too bad. It's just kind of disappointing that I missed out. But all in all, I don't mind. It doesn't really bother me. It's still super cool. But one thing's for sure, this is a neat piece to have, very unique. The Mimic is super awesome. I mean, that's super cool. Who wouldn't want that? let's just get a close-up of him again. And he comes right off the base really easy, so you just kind of set it out. So people don't even think he's an actual miniature. That's disgustingly cool. That's awesome. Of course, my fire newt and his mount. This is by far one of my favorite pieces. The Mimic's cool, but I just had to think about fire newts, and I think this is great, awesome overall. Everything really, really cool. A lot of variety. All very, very exciting. Some cool options. Even if you want to do a Gilligan's Island game, you got a Dolphin. I know that's selling it short, but I can't help myself. However, man, I gotta tell you, even though I got a lot of cool stuff, this time, man, I got hammered with the duplicates, man. Let's take a look. I got, man, 2 Azimir, 3 Durgar, 2 of these Goblins, 2 of these Ornitholoths. Man, I got, see, what do I got? I got 5 duplicates. Man, lately, the last couple boxes I've had hardly any duplicates at all. I've had like 1 or 2. And I think the very last box I did, I got 0 duplicates, or I got 1. I can't remember, but it was right there. And I was so proud. I was so happy because I was impressed that I was getting more variety and not a lot of duplicates. But this time, I guess I was just getting lucky. And this time I ended up with several duplicates. Although, not really too much of a problem because you can always use some extra Durgar and Goblins just because of how you'll probably use them. I'm not sure about the Ornitholoth, yeah, and the Azimir, especially 2 duplicate Azimir. But all in all, what a great set. A lot of cool stuff. Be on the lookout for the Mimic Outhouse and the Fire Newt Rider. And all in all, what a cool set. What a lot of neat stuff. Really excited about it. Well, again, thank you very much for watching. And I guess that's it. Okay, so that's my look at Mordenkainen's Monsters of the Multiverse. Really almost kind of a greatest hits of monsters from throughout the various Dungeons & Dragons books. So I really hope you enjoyed looking at this brick as much as I enjoyed cracking this brick open and looking at all the miniatures. So I hope you enjoyed it. And again, I'm Dave Hunt, owner of GameMasters Guild, telling you to stay safe, play great games, and I'll see you real soon.